It was a dark autumn night. The old banker was waking up and down his study and remembering how he had given a party one autumn evening. There had been many clever men there, and there had been interesting conversations. Among other things, they had talked of capital punishment.
Oh, he's in here. He's the lawyer. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
The majority of the guests, among whom were many journalists and intellectual men, disapproved of the death penalty. They considered that form of punishment out of date, immoral, and unsuitable for Christian status. In the opinion of some of them, the death penalty ought to be replaced everywhere by imprisonment for life.
I don't agree with you. I have not tried either the death penalty or imprisonment for life. But if one might judge a bribery, the death penalty is more moral and more human than imprisonment for life. Capital punishment kill a man at all, but lifelong imprisonment kill him slowly. With executioner, either more human, he will kill you in a few minutes, or he will drag the life out of you in the course of many years.
Both are equally moral, for they both have the same effect to take like a wave. But stay not God. This has not power to take away what it cannot restore what it wants
The
to.
death sentence and the life sentence are equally immoral. But if I had to choose between the death penalty and imprisonment for life, I would certainly choose the second. To live anyhow is better than not at all.
It's not true. I bet you 2 million you would stay in solitary confinement for 5 years.
If you mean that in earnest, I'll take the bet. But I would not stay 5, but 15 years.
15. Done. Gentlemen, I stake 2 million.
Hurry, you stake your millions and I stake my freedom.
Come to your senses, young Ron, before too late. 2 million are nothing to me, but you stand to lose 3 or 4 of the best year of your life. I say 3 or 4, because you never stick it out any longer. Don't forget either, you are an happy man. That voluntary is much heavier than enforced imprisonment. The idea that you have the right to free yourself at any moment will poison the whole of your life in the cell. I'm sorry for you.
Then he remembered what followed that evening. It was decided that the young man should spend the years of his captivity under the strictest supervision in one of the lodges in the banker's garden. It was agreed that for 15 years he should not be free to cross the threshold of the lodge, to see human beings, to hear the human voice, or to receive letters and newspapers. In the first year of his confinement, as far as one could judge from his brief notes, the prisoner suffered severely from loneliness and depression. The sounds of the guitar could be heard constantly day and night from his lodge. But in the second year, the guitar was silent in the lodge and the prisoner asked only for the classes. Then in the fifth year, the prisoner asked only for wine. Those who watched him through the window said that all that year he spent doing nothing but eating and drinking and lying on his bed, frequently yawning and angrily talking to himself. And more than once he could be heard crying. In the second half of the sixth year, the prisoner began zealously studying languages, philosophy, and history. He threw himself urgently into these studies, so much so that the banker had enough to do to get him the books he'd ordered. In the course of 4 years, some 600 volumes were produced at his request. It was during this period that the banker received the following letter from his prisoner. My dear jailer, I write you these lines in 6 languages. Show them to people who know the languages. Let them read them. If they find not one mistake, I implore you to fire a shot in the garden. That shot will show me that my efforts have not been thrown away. The geniuses of all ages and of all lands speak different languages, but the same flame burns in them all. Oh, if you only knew what unearthly happiness my soul feels now from being able to understand them. Then, after the 10th year, the prisoner sat immovably at the table and read nothing but the rose bell. It seemed strange to the banker that a man who in 4 years had mastered 600 learned volumes should waste nearly a year over one thin book easy of comprehension. Theories and history of religion follow the Rosbys. At one time, he was busy with the natural sciences. Then he would ask for Brion or Shakespeare.
Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, he will regain his freedom. By arrangement, I ought to pay him 2 million. If I do pay him, it's all over with me. I shall be utterly ruined.
Curse Bet, why didn't a man die? He's only 40 now. He will take my last penny from me. He will marry. He will enjoy life. He will gamble on the exchange. Wow, I shall look at him with envy like Baker. Hear from him every day the same sentence. I'm indebted to you for the happiness of my life. Let me have you. No, it's too much. The one means of being saved from bankruptcy and this way is the death of that man.
Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I will grant my freedom and the right to associate with other men. But before I leave this room and see the sunshine, I think it necessary to say a few words to you. With a clear conscience, I tell you, ask before God, who beholds me, that it is by freedom and life and health and all that in your books He called the good things of the world. For 15 years, I have been intently studying earthly life. It is true I have not seen the earth or man, but in your books I have drunk fire and wine, I have sung songs, I have hunted stags and wild boars in the forest, I have loved women, beauties as ethereal as clouds, created by the magic of your voice and genius. Have visited me at night, and have whispered in my ears wonderful tales that have set my brain in a whirl. In your books I have climbed to the peaks of Airbus and Moonblend, and from there I have seen the sun rise and have watched it at evening flood the sky, the ocean, the mountains tops over my head and cleaving the storm cloud. I have seen green forests, fields, rivers, lakes, towns. I have heard the singing of the sirens and the strains of the sparrows' babies. I have touched the wings of comely devils who flew down to converse with me of God. In your books, I have flung myself into the bottomless pit, performed miracles, slain, burn towns, reached new religions, conquer whole kingdoms.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen from my bed. 'Cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, summertime's in
Phim dần đang nghe này xa. Rồi quay lại xa đó.
beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out.
Và action.